Hi, I'm Gina. I work at Ministry of Fitness. I'm a personal trainer and nutritional coach. I originally was a professional dancer and I did that for many years, and in between my dancing jobs I got into fitness. So I started off as just general class coordinator and teacher. Then as my dancing career started to come to an end, I decided to go fully into personal training and teaching, which, because I loved my dancing so much and I missed dancing and the performance side of things, that actually got me into, believe it or not, bodybuilding and fitness training, because I wanted to carry on performing. So getting onto the stage as a competitor in the fitness kept me performing. But of course that can only go on for so long. So that then evolved and I got more into, although I do personal training in the gym, I'm more of a competitive coach. So I help people on their goals and their journeys to get up on stage, which I absolutely adore, because it's not only getting me to help people transform their bodies, I'm also having my own little bit of input. So I'm still part of their journey and enjoying their goals and getting up onto the stage. Clients that work with me, and generally that's more of the fitness competitors, get a lot of support, because at the end of the day, and I know because I've been up on stage, sometimes we don't have that support network because family and friends don't always understand the journey, and that's the big part of it. It's not an easy journey. So when clients work with me, it's not just getting them in the gym and saying, right, this is what you're doing, and not explaining as to why they're doing it. There's a lot of background behind a transformation to get up on stage. So it's them understanding that there are sacrifices, but there is support there as well. So I don't just get in the gym with them, I'm there to support them. I understand, and because I've also been part of a judging panel, not only do I help them on the understanding of what they have to do to transform their physique to what's required on stage, I understand as a judge as well what people are looking for. So they get a lot from me. I'm not just a personal trainer that's giving them like an extreme weight loss program or extreme training program. It's about the understanding of the fundamentals of their nutrition. It's not just I go in the gym and train. Their nutrition has to be specific to that training. So it's getting them to understand and me giving them the knowledge that I have, so they can then take that further on if they want to outside of the gym. So I'm teaching them the understanding and the importance of the type of training that they need to do, the type of nutritional side of things that they need to do, because nutrition can and will be sports specific. So they have to understand about nutritional timing. I'm there as support because I know sometimes we all have a bit of a wobbly, and I get clients that are competing and I'll suddenly get a phone call. I'm in the supermarket, I can't find what I need, can I have this? So it's like, yeah, but sometimes it's really simple for me, but not for the client. So it's there, I'm just there as a lot of support, understanding, and just when they get on stage, understanding the point of nobody's perfect, because you do get a little bit of obsessiveness with competing. So understanding that you can only get out there and do what you can do, but if you've done everything that I've asked you to do, you may not get first place, but you're a winner already. For example, my past clients have included David Guess, who was phenomenal. So he competed for many years with NABBA. He was Mr. Britain, Mr. UK, Mr. Universe. I've got Susie Delarazi, who has competed many times with UK BFF. So she's been Miss West Britain, Miss UK. I've also worked with juniors and got past clients that are Britain and Universe winners. There are many, but I've also got clients that have gone on stage that it's the journey. So for example, a lady that's lost 5 stone in weight and she's done extremely well. So I encouraged her to be proud of what she's achieved and to get up on stage and do a transformation class. So it's not about all the muscle tone and being ripped and shredded and everything like that. it's about the journey. So I encouraged her to have the confidence to show off what she had achieved. And in fact, she had a competition a couple of weeks ago, became third and won her pro card. So my main principles about coming to the gym is we're only in this body, or we're only given this body. We only have one. So I am a true believer of we have to respect what we're given with, live with. So I like to pass that on to my clients, that they understand that you don't have to yo-yo diet. You don't have to do a specific training regime because that's what you see on Instagram. It's about learning about yourself. And I am a true believer of understanding your own body, because we're all different at the end of the day. I've got clients that range from 18 years of age to 70. So I'm not going to give an 18-year-old what I'm necessarily giving a 70-year-old to do, and vice versa. So I am a true believer in understanding your own body, listening to your own body, and then working with someone like myself to achieve what you want to achieve. I want you to enjoy yourself at the same time. So I like to think that clients treat me more as a friend rather than a personal trainer, and I am a true believer in that. People should come in and feel relaxed with a personal trainer. So I want my clients to feel like I'm more of a friend first, and then the person that can help them achieve what they want to achieve. But like I said, I'm a true believer in listening to your body, finding out what you want to do, what your goals are, and what you can achieve, and for everything to be a little bit of fun, because if it's not fun, you won't carry on doing it. It's got to be a happy atmosphere every time you come into the gym. What I don't like is, I think I just said, is I see people coming in and they've seen something on Instagram and they think because they've seen that, that's what they're going to achieve. And again, it's about my principle of understanding your own body. I'd love to have a big back and bigger shoulders, but my frame isn't that. It's never going to be like that. So I'll never achieve a certain look. So I hate to see people striving for something that they can't achieve and going away disappointed. And I feel if I see something, I want to be able to approach someone and help them rather than them just coming in and doing something and just not achieving what they want to achieve, or not understanding that they can achieve certain things, but they just need to look at themselves first and what their body makeup is. We're all different, as I said. So yeah, I have been in the industry for a long time. So I started, as I said, when I was quite young. So I think I first started in the fitness industry at the age of 18. Just to give you an example of how long I've been in the industry, I'm 60 next year. You can do the maths. So I have seen a lot of things come and go. As I said, fads and certain types of training and massive. I think back in the 80s, it was all high impact aerobics, Jane Fonda and all that. But as you learn more in the fitness industry, it's always evolving, always evolving. I'm always learning with regards to how the body mechanisms work, nutrition, etc. So I feel because I've been in there a long time and I've seen things come and go, there are certain things that remain the same, and that's your basics. And I always say to a lot of clients, sometimes it's good to just go back to basics. You don't need all these fads to achieve. Muscle gain at the end of the day, which is what I kind of work mostly on with my competitive clients, has always remained the same. Get your nutrition right, get your protein, etc. right, and your nutritional timing right, and it's all about muscle gain. So that's never going to change. That will be the same in another 10 years or another 20 years. And it's, like I said, going back to basic, it's always the best thing to do. Yes, there's going to be fads, and yes, there's going to be things that come and go, but certain principles remain the same. And as a Pilates teacher, because of my background as a dancer and posture, balance, coordination, and flexibility, that's always going to be the same. So understanding that if you don't focus on flexibility and you don't focus on your posture, if you just lift lots of heavy weights, you're going to shorten muscles. Things are going to, yes, you'll look great, but things are going to become more difficult. So I'm getting backache because I can't pick up a box off the floor. That's about your posture. And that's always going to remain the same. Flexibility, posture, muscle gain, the principles of nutrition to get muscle gain or wellness will always remain the same. And I think as soon as people understand that, and this is what I teach a lot of people, you'll be happier and you'll find you'll probably get what you're looking for rather than following something that's in or on the headlines now, which will be gone in maybe 6 months. A lot of the time I see, or where I feel I may be able to help people that feel they may necessarily not need help, is I can be in a gym, and I don't want to say men are a little bit more prone to this, is that they're coming in, they're doing a lot of heavy weights, there's no form, there's no technique, there's lots of swinging, and it's like, what are you doing? You go over and you say, oh, what are you training there? And they're saying, oh, I'm doing biceps, when actually they're doing a tricep extension or something like that. That they think they know what they're doing, but they really don't. And I don't want to feel like I'm trying to make them feel inadequate, because that's not what it's all about. I feel that I want to be able to help them, because obviously they're doing what they're doing and they're lifting heavy weights because they want to gain muscle, but they don't understand that the way they're performing that is momentum rather than muscle, and there's no mind-muscle connection going on whatsoever. And that's what I tend to work a lot with, is that mind-muscle connection. And a lot of the time with my clients, I do spend time at the end or at the beginning of a session to get them to understand that mind-muscle connection before we start anything else. And I feel sometimes if you just go over to someone that you feel is doing something incorrectly in a polite way and just say, oh, have you tried it this way? Slow that down, because I see so many people just, it could be that we live busy lives, so we're always in a rush and think, I'll get my session done, but I've only got 40 minutes. And I want that person to understand that, well, instead of doing X, Y, and Z, why not just do X and focus on that and get the form right, get your mind-muscle connection. You'll go away feeling a lot better than just coming in and swinging those weights around thinking you're doing something when actually you're not, and you're more than likely going to end up injuring yourself. And that's the last thing that you want to happen. I think clients benefit from working with me is, as I said at the beginning, I have had a lot of experience and I've been in the industry for a very long time. And as I think I've already covered, the fitness industry, whether that be training in the gym, classes, nutrition, is always evolving. And because I've had that amount of time as a personal trainer and I've evolved so much with the industry, that I pass on to my clients. So I'm always doing or learning. And every time I learn something new, I like to pass that on. I think having the knowledge and the understanding of so many aspects of the industry puts you in good stead. You'll have a personal trainer that just focuses on booty building, or a personal trainer that works on, let's get my waist to 18 inches. So they're not small-minded, but not looking at the whole picture. Because of my background as a dancer, I've got a lot of knowledge, as I said, with the mechanisms of how the body works. I've been on stage, I've been behind the desk judging, I've spent many years as a spin teacher, Pilates teacher, everything. So I just feel I've got a lot to offer, and I'm always looking to evolve that by new courses that I might be able to find, because like I said, it's always changing, so I want to be ahead of the game. So I feel because I've got all that knowledge, all that experience, I'm able to give that to clients, so when they leave the gym they don't always need me, but they know I've given them all the tools they need to get where they want to be. I've guided them. I want them to actually go away and experience that by themselves. But if they need me, they know all they got to do is phone up and say, I've had a really bad week, let's get together. And I want them to treat me as a friend as much as a personal trainer. And I just think that experience gives me all that to pass on to my, clients. The reason I'm at Ministry of Fitness is I've been in various types of gyms. I've worked at all ladies fitness centres. I've worked at the big commercial gyms. more smaller gyms like Ministry of Fitness. And I just love Ministry because it's got such an array of people. When I first came here as a personal trainer, we didn't actually have many female clients here. But because we've incorporated a lot of classes, it's brought more females in. It's got such a nice, relaxed atmosphere. You'll find from the first time you walk through the door, coming into the gym, training, whether that be with a personal trainer or on your own, and when you leave, there's a form of community. And I think that is a massive part of the success of Ministry. I've been to the bigger gyms as a personal trainer, and it's a little bit cold. You go in, you do your job, you see your client, you go. Or there's no one there to even say hello to me when I walk through the door, which I feel is important as a personal trainer as much as a client. I still want to be part of that community. So I feel it's like a family rather than I'm going to a job. And sometimes when I'm feeling a little bit down, I come to Ministry to train because I know I'm going to see other people here that are going to come along and talk to me and just make me feel better. So I feel it's that sense of friendliness, a relaxed atmosphere. And I have to go back to a client. I had a female client that was a little bit unsure about coming here because she always went to an all-ladies gym. And I said, come in and try it. Just see how you get on. We can use the studio. We'll just go in there all by ourselves, because she was like, oh, there's lots of big guys out there and blah, blah, blah. Eventually, I got her out into the gym and we made a little corner, and I said to her, look, just train here. We're all by ourselves. By the end of the session, she was talking to all of the young guys, getting on really, really well. And when she left, she said to me, do you know what? That was so nice. Everyone's so friendly. So that's Ministry for me. She comes in now and again. Claire, a lady called Claire, an older lady. I don't see her so much now. I think she's moved to Wootton Bassett or something like that. But yeah, she wouldn't go in the gym. And I said to her, look, it was really hot and we had the fans going. I said, just come in, I've got a corner set up. And by the end of it, the guys were saying, oh, do you want my fan and everything else? And she went and she said, you know what? I take it all back. I think she's moved to Wootton Bassett or something like that. But yeah, she wouldn't go in the gym. And I said to her, look, it was really hot and we had the fans going. I said, just come in, I've got a corner set up. And by the end of it, the guys were saying, oh, do you want my fan and everything else? And she went and she said, you know what? I take it all back.